From humble beginnings in 1980, MSC now has nearly 200 staff who speak 68 different languages and dialects, with an annual budget of more than $10 million. 1995 marked the most turbulent year, when MSC's annual grant of $250,000 was lost due to the unwise decision of the then Immigration Minister. This resulted in the next 7 years becoming MSC's most uncertain phase, but it ultimately led to it becoming more resilient and formidable than ever. On its 40th anniversary, despite the uncertainties of COVID-19, MSC is at its strongest. In the last decade, 5 valuable board members who served on the MSC board for many years have passed away. Albert, who was our treasurer, Russell, who was our chairperson, Graham, honorary solicitor and board member, Nick, who served as chair and in other board positions, and Leela, who was a board member and mentor for senior management. Emergency relief is just the first step in poverty alleviation. Our emergency relief program is now the largest it has ever been, thanks to generous funding by Lottery West. Due to the impact of COVID-19, it was also extended to temporary residents stranded here in Australia. The range of services we provide makes us unique.
Our centre operates 2 programs within our multicultural aged care program, namely the Commonwealth Home Support Program and the Home Care Packages Program. As a home care package provider, we work with our care recipients and their families to provide culturally appropriate, person-centred care and support in their preferred language to enable them to continue living at home.
What I like about working with Multicultural Services is that they have some very important programs for migrants and for refugees. I've been working in the aged care industry for over 15 years, and I find that I enjoy making a difference to someone's life.
Having worked in the community services sector for over 20 years, I have not come across any organisation like MSC, which provides critical services in culture and preferred language of service participants. Many organisations, including the ones I've worked for, often speak to being culturally responsive. However, running the occasional training is not enough to develop the organisational culture and practice that MSC has had for decades. The difference this makes in how participants feel heard, supported, are immense. That MSC's disability services have continued to grow at a significant rate without any marketing reflects the quality of services provided and the reputation it holds within the community. This is a direct manifestation of the quality of staff within the program and their commitment in achieving the best outcomes for participants.
I lead a team of 9 dedicated service and support coordinators. What I love about my job is the culture and the friendly atmosphere that my team bring to the work we do.
Employment is the key to a productive and happy settlement for new immigrants. They are often unaware of processes, struggling with the language and protocols, but keen to make a positive contribution to Australia and to attain self-sufficiency. Our Specialist Jobs and Skills Centre, funded by the Department of Training and Workforce Development, offers career guidance, job search support, information on skills in demand and job growth areas in our state to people from culturally and linguistically diverse backgrounds.
Currently, I'm involved with 3 programs: emergency relief, community housing, and the My Home program. Through emergency relief and community housing programs, we provide financial assistance and affordable housing to eligible clients in need. My Home program provides accommodation support to clients exiting mental health institutions and transferring to the community. Some of them have been supported for more than 7 years.
Individuals and families who are homeless or at risk of homelessness are assisted by our experienced housing services team to find a house. Children from these families aged 4 to 14 are supported to overcome the stress of not having a place to call home. We have been able to find anyone eligible for our services a roof over the head and a smile on the face.
After working here for 24 years, it's a big honor for me to be part of this celebration. It is very rewarding to work for settlement services because later on we can see our former clients as settled and successful community members.
Multicultural Services Centre provides culturally appropriate family dispute resolution services in partnership with Relationship Australia, and that service has been in place for more than 13 years. In partnership with Office for Multicultural Interest, we provide workshops for the ethnic communities to raise mental health awareness and to assist communities in prevention of suicide.
One woman is murdered every week nationally because of domestic violence. 40% of all murders in Australia are domestic violence related, and Western Australia has a maximum number of cases compared to other states. Every 40 minutes, the WA police register a case of domestic violence. Vimauna, our family and domestic violence program, means breaking the silence. We conduct a series of awareness-raising workshops for men from culturally and linguistically diverse backgrounds.
Hi, I'm Rory and I supervise the People and Culture and IT teams at MSC. And I guess it goes without saying that the landscape for both those two teams has changed a lot over the last 40 years. For us, as a collective unit under corporate services, it's been about digital transformation and bringing MSC along on a journey that is new and exciting, and also helps us support our program staff as much as possible through innovative technologies that help us be more efficient and effective.
MSC's commitment to quality service provision is exemplified by quality audits between 2013 and 2020, finding our aged care and disability programs met all standards and outcomes without caveat. The Department of Social Services recognising MSC's excellent work in assisting entrants to secure longer-term accommodation in a very tight rental market. The Australian Government Community Grants Hub providing overwhelming feedback to our settlement, engagement and transition support services.
My role as a quality and compliance lead is to make sure that all the programs that we offer are client-centered and that we meet all the standards and legislations. This involves implementing rigorous audit processes across all programs.
Over the last 20 years there, I have been with MSC. Its finance has grown from under $1 million to over $10 million. Its assets has also increased proportionally. The number of staff has gone from 30 to over 200, with many being with us for more than 15 years and a few over 20.
MSC has walked the talk in many ways, and there are numerous reasons for its success. It has the capacity to attract and retain experienced board members, managers, as well as skilled and committed staff. Its forward thinking has allowed it to diversify more than any other multicultural service provider in WA. Its capacity to innovate and willingness to take risk are reflected in its self-funded My Home program, the building of supported disability accommodation, and the purchase of offices in Cannington, as well as offices in Mirrabooka and Morley, with generous sponsorship from Lotteries West. Now, MSC has strong relationship with state and Commonwealth departments and an impressive record of collaborating with other organizations. It is readily engaged in public policy and has sponsored events and assisted emerging community organizations to reach out. I'm confident in its sustained and bright future.
Since its 30th anniversary, MSC has grown rapidly and diversified its services in many areas. It's a trend that's set to continue through our professional and technical expertise in finance, HR, and communications and information technology. This back-end operational capacity and our ambitious plans for training, supported disability accommodation, childcare, and in many other areas makes the next 10 years very promising indeed. It will be even more so with the expansion of our work with Access Plus and the Ethnic Communities Council of Western Australia. Our platinum sponsorship of ECC's Racism Matters project will continue to support victims of racial discrimination, and we will do much more in this space. As a socially conscious organization, we will deepen our involvement with ECCWA, EDAC, the Refugee Council of Australia, SIVA, WACOS, Shelter, Anglicare, LASA, CWDNA, and NDS in order to broaden equity for all. Despite the global prominence of the Black Lives Matter movement, Australia is yet to take this movement seriously. We need to do everything we can to address the concerns of our Indigenous people and fulfill their rights and aspirations. For this to happen with the ethnic communities, we need to heighten their awareness, and so MSC will launch a self-funded Friends of Black Lives Matter initiative. For me, working for MSC since 2002 has been most rewarding and by far the best job I've ever had. I can't thank enough past and present board members, managers, team leaders, staff and volunteers for their substantial contributions and support. Together, we will ensure that MSC's next 10 years will be our very best as we approach our Golden Jubilee.
We have plenty to offer to clients, from children as young as 4 all the way through to our senior citizens, some of whom are in their 90s. New employees like me eagerly look forward to the many great things to come as we approach our golden anniversary in 2030.